What's going on, people? And welcome to Carnage Extra. And we have the other matchup of the Champions League semifinals. First leg, Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. And I can't say that I'm excited for this match. I do think it's going to be a little better than what most people are expecting. But I don't think it's going to be good enough for us to compare it to what we witnessed with PSG versus Bayern yesterday. There's a reason that the football gods gave us that kind of matchup, because they knew that Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal, Arteta versus Simeone, the Haram fathers, I think they knew today was going to be a tough watch. That's why I even started the stream slightly late, because I was sitting there thinking to myself like, yo, do I actually want to do this? I was contemplating on if we should do a watch along. I was thinking maybe we just drop a reaction. That's how I was feeling. But you guys know I'm a Real Madrid fan, but I do like Arsenal. If I had a second team, if I had to pick somebody else to support, then I'm a gunner, okay? I'm a gooner, a gunner, whatever the hell they call themselves, okay? I like Arsenal. So this is who I want to see win the Champions League. So from now until the, second leg is over, hopefully Arsenal advance to that final. And do you guys like my kit? Hey, this is a throwback kit as well. Big up everybody that's watching, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. You're subscribed to the channel. You get into my live chat. Make sure you vote on the poll for who do you think wins this first leg. Atletico, Arsenal, or do you predict a draw? Big up to okjersey.com. Amazing quality kits. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. World Cup is around the corner. You have to get your merch. Let's see who's in here. Yo, today I was driving to get to the studio so that I can record. And my car, bro. Well, I was trying to drive, but my car was not starting. So, yeah, I'm cooked right now, chat. I don't even got a vehicle at the moment. I think my battery died, so my car wouldn't start. So, I got to take care of that after this game. That's the real reason that I'm a bit late. Bro, Atletico's not winning, bro. Atletico's not winning. Yeah, don't they call themselves Gooners, bro? I swear they do, that fan base. I know that's a pretty crazy name, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, to say you're a Gooner, yeah, that's a bit wild. like, that's a bit crazy. Champions League is coming back home to La Liga. You think Atleti can actually win it, bro? I don't think so. To be honest, I don't think that Atleti can actually do that. My prediction, I see a draw, bro. Like 1-1. I think at best, if somebody wins, it'll be like a 2-1. But I can also see a 2-2. I just think this first leg will end in a draw. Either way, a Haram ball team is going to the final. Yeah, I know, bro. Imagine if that Bayern PSG match was the UCL final. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Let's see. Yo, Billy Mac, what's good, bro? What's good, my guy? Yeah, bro, look, even though I want Arsenal to win, I'm just not excited for this match. I'd be lying to you if I said that I was excited to watch. I'm genuinely not. I hope Arsenal go through. I hate Atletico Madrid, everything they stand for, hate their guts. You know, thing is, I don't like Atletico Madrid, but I don't hate them. Like, Yeah, I don't like. Yes, I don't like them, but like I hate Barcelona. Does that make sense? Like I don't dislike Atletico Madrid on the same level as I dislike Barcelona. Like I think for most Madrid fans that are trying to run the we hate Atleti more than Barca gimmick, it's very performative, bro. Like unless you're born and raised in Madrid, then you don't hate Barca or you don't hate Atletico Madrid more than you hate Barca. If you're born in Madrid, then okay, I get it. But if you're from America, the UK, I don't know, any other country, bro, there's no way that you hate Atletico Madrid more than Barca. So, I already said it. I would rather see Atletico Madrid win their first UCL than see Barca win their sixth. But obviously, I want Atleti to get knocked out. But if they were to win the Champions League, it wouldn't bother me like how it would Barca winning it. If you get it, like what I'm trying to say. Let's see. We've been playing trash lately. Well, both teams have been playing trash lately. Atleti haven't been on good form. Arsenal have not been on good form. This is why I don't really think any team has the advantage. I think Atletico Madrid have a better attack, but I think Arsenal's back line and I think their midfield is better than what Atletico have to offer. Let's see. We got to pull up the starting 11s. I actually did not look at it before I started the stream. So yeah, let's bring this up. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's try and get as many before kickoff. So Atletico Madrid are in the 4-4-2, right? Oblak returns to the 11. It was Musso for a while, so I'm guessing that Jan Oblak is fit. Then you got Ruggeri at left back, Hanco and Pubel as a center back pairing, and then you got Llorente at right back. Llorente is having a good season, I can't lie. Then Simeone on the right, Koke and Johnny Cardosa as the center mids, Lookman left mid, and then up top you got Julián Álvarez and Antoine Griezmann. So, I mean, this 11 is pretty much what I would have expected from Atletico Madrid. I don't think there's any surprises there. Now, looking at Arsenal, right? 4-3-3. You got David Raya in goal. Piero Hincapi at left back. Magalhaes and Saliba at center back. And then Ben White, man like Benjamin, is at right back. So, Jurrien Timber, yeah, he's still injured. So, it makes sense. Then you got Odegaard, Zubamendi, and Declan Rice in that midfield. And then up front, Martinelli on the left, Gyökeres in the 9, Madueke on the right. Oh, my God. Nah, this is crazy, chat. This is literally haram. I can't lie. Like, oh, my gosh.
Haram!
Bro, how are Arsenal going to score? Yo, that attack is shit. Martinelli and Madueke on the wings? Oh my God. Victor Gyökeres. Man like Brock Lesnar in the 9. If Arsenal do not score from a set piece, I don't see how they score from open play. I just don't see it. Now, that's true. Barrios is not there. That's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about Pablo Barrios. That's a very good point. I was not thinking about him. He's been injured for a minute, right? For like a few weeks, like a month or so, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the benches. Yeah, like no Eze, right? Let's see. So who's on the bench for Arsenal? Eze, Saka, Jesus, Trossard. I mean, they do have some options. I know that Eze got an injury in their last game. They took him off early so that he could be fit for this match. But Eze's not 100%, to be fair. Looking at Atleti's bench, I think Yeah, I mean, Atleti have better options off the bench, like Baena, Almada, Sørloth. Hey, you know, with this first leg also being at Riyadh Air, whatever they renamed the Wanda to, I actually give Atletico Madrid the advantage, bro. Atleti might win this first leg, you know. I don't see how Arsenal score from open play. I don't see it. It's going to need to be a set piece. Or somebody's going to have to score like a screamer for Arsenal. That's how I'm viewing it right now. But what do you guys think about the starting 11s? Yeah, Saka's been dealing with injuries as well, bro. Barca fans, look at what's happened to Saka. This is what will happen to Lamine Yamal because you guys play him 90 minutes, battling through injuries. He's going to be cooked by the time he's Saka's age, bro. Saka's what, 25, 24? Looks like Arsenal wants a counterattack. Yeah, but do we expect Atletico Madrid to play on the front foot? Like, both of these managers are cowards. That's how I see it. Like, Arteta's not going to want to go forward, and Simeone is not a manager that likes to attack either. 0-0 this game? Nah, I think we'll see a goal. Like, minimum, we see one goal. There's no way that this ends 0-0. They said that would happen to Messi. Nope, because Messi wasn't playing the amount of minutes that Lamine Yamal has. By the way, every player in history that's ever been loaded up with minutes, week in, week out, in football history, they've all become injury prone in their mid-20s. This is a fact. Lamine Yamal has played the most minutes in first team history for a player at his age. There has never been an 18-year-old that has played more minutes in a top 5 league than Lamine Yamal. Second is Jude Bellingham, by the way. And you see Jude right now battling a bunch of injuries. History always repeats itself, bro. So if players who have less minutes than Lamine Yamal are battling all these injuries when they reach their 20s, what do you think is going to happen to the guy that has played the most minutes at 18 years old? I mean, look, it's Barca's fault for not managing him a little better. Like when Lamine Yamal was going through the groin issues, he was still playing 90 minutes, bro. And he was playing for Spain. Barcelona could be up 3-0 in the 50th minute, 4-0 in the 60th minute, and they'll keep Yamal on for the 95 minutes because the game is going to get added time. It makes no sense. Like the match right before you played Atletico Madrid in the second leg of the UCL quarterfinals, La Liga was already won. Literally. Real Madrid drew with Girona the day before. Why are you playing Lamine Yamal 94 minutes against Espanyol? Why? It makes no sense. Do you know what's crazy? Look at Bukayo Saka, right? Arsenal ran him into the ground. Do you want to know a crazy stat? Lamine Yamal, who is 6 years younger than Bukayo Saka, has played about I have to find the stat again. But he's played, it was like 43% of the minutes that Saka has in his career. And Lamine Yamal is 6 years younger. And he's played a little under half of the minutes that Saka has at 26. Look at Neymar, for example. Phenomenal player. But all that baggage on his body, it caught up to him. I think Lamine Yamal is the next Neymar. That's how I view it. When fit, will be phenomenal. But he will always have injury problems Once he reaches like 23 years old. I'm telling you, bro. Barca have not done a good job of protecting him. When you're 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, your body is still going through puberty. Your body is still growing. So when you're playing these heavy minutes, week in, week out, while your body is still developing, it always leads to problems. Name me a player, and by the way, again, there's no player in history that has played as many minutes at 18 years old than Lamine Yamal. So everybody underneath him has been injury prone as they got older, but people think that Yamal, with the most minutes, just won't. Okay. All right. Fair enough, bro. Yo, big up Omar, man. Big up to Omar. What's good, my guy? Hope you're good. Finna watch 90 minutes of straight demon ball. Hey, look, man. I said a prayer this morning when I was thinking about doing this haram along. You know what I'm saying? We are about 7 minutes away from kickoff, guys. People will hope that it's his fate, but God has other options for the heir to the chosen one. Yeah, if you think God intervenes in football, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. If God intervened in football, especially if God was intervening for Barcelona, then maybe you would have not got knocked out in some of these Champions League runs. Maybe God would have gave you a UCL. You don't think? Yeah, man, we got to get the holy water ready. Ben White finna get cooked. Yeah, I would think Lookman is gonna have a good time. I think when you look at both teams, the pressure is on Atletico Madrid this first leg. You're at home. The crowd's gonna be behind you. I think it's up to Atletico Madrid to take the game to Arsenal, being at home. But will Simeone do that? I'm not sure. I think Atletico Madrid, they press very well. But again, it's just going to be two teams that are scared to make the first move. Neymar is washed, not bad, but washed. Yeah, I agree. Yo, 703, what's good, bro? Says, what's up, Will? Checking in today to watch Arsenal bottle it. Nah, come on, bro. Come on, you Gunners, man. Arsenal, they gonna get the job done. Over these two legs, I expect to see Arsenal in that Champions League final. That's true. Arsenal always played great football under Wenger. Not always, because I always hear like the older Arsenal fans talk about like George Graham when it was like, oh, 1-0 to the Arsenal and things like that. But Arsene Wenger kind of like changed the philosophy of Arsenal, bro. Like Arsenal used to play some silky football, bro. When I first started watching ball, the reason that I like Arsenal is because when I got into football, right? I liked Real Madrid because they signed James Rodriguez. But whenever I watched the Premier League, Arsenal games are on, and Arsenal were playing some great football. And everybody at school, like in America, most people weren't watching like La Liga like that. Like the Spanish kids were from like South America, like, you know, the Mexican, or like, well, Central America, like the Mexicans, like the Colombians, like they were watching La Liga. But like most people I felt like were watching the Prem. That's why I started watching the Prem. And Arsenal always played some great football. Even though they weren't winning the Premier League and they weren't winning the UCL, they were still playing good football, and they did win a couple of FA Cups. But yeah, like Arteta, especially with him coming from being a Pep Guardiola assistant, it's like he's just gone the complete opposite way. Like, I don't think when Arsenal hired Arteta, I don't think they had him playing this kind of football in mind. I don't think so. I think that they were hoping that he would be able to like replicate what Pep Guardiola was doing at Man City. God don't rate Barca for... He said, God don't rate Barca. I couldn't watch this game. I'm too religious. Yo, big up Omar, man. Big up Omar every single time. That's a good point, bro. You have to earn it. Arsenal, you must. Arsenal, you must, bro. Can't believe that I like Arsenal. Hey, look, man. It's my Premier League team. It's my Premier League team, bro. And this season, we're lifting that first UCL. Yes. Yes. We are lifting our first UCL. Hey, look, man. PSG did it last season. Why can't Arsenal do it this season? Why not? Yeah, Alexis Sanchez was phenomenal at Arsenal. Him and Ozil were a great duo. Like, Alexis Sanchez at Arsenal was damn near the best player in the Prem for like a season or two. Yeah, bro. Martinelli and Madueke are decent? I don't know about that, bruv. I'm telling you, that Arsenal attack is dirt. I don't like that Arsenal attack at all. Is that Arsenal? All right, watch. People laughed at PSG before they won it. People laughed at PSG, bruv. Don't worry. I do predict a draw. I did say 1-1. I'm hoping for like a 2-2 though. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me 4 goals. We saw 9 yesterday. I'm not expecting that many goals. Just give me 4. Give me 4. And I said, I think this match is going to be, in my opinion, I think this match will be slightly more entertaining than people actually think. Yeah, the atmosphere is crazy. The atmosphere is nuts. Do you know why Atleti have a crazy atmosphere? It's because they still allow their Nazi ultras to go to games. At Real Madrid, we've banned our ultras because they were Nazis. So they're not allowed into the ground. Like, they've literally been banned. But Atletico Madrid don't give a fuck, bro. Like, they've not banned their ultras at all. That's why their atmosphere is like a bit more like chaotic and a lot more energetic. Yeah, match about to kick off.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Man said, I think this game is going to have a lot of goals. Really? 4-2 Atleti. 6 goals in this game would be crazy, by the way. But unlike yesterday, where I didn't care who won, I just wanted to be entertained, I actually do care who wins this game. Like, I generally want Arsenal to win this game. So, if it's 4-2, then let it be 4-2 for Arsenal. Yeah. Barca's ultras are banned as well. Like, Real Madrid and Barcelona have both banned their ultras because they were just... Bro, like, there's pictures of, like, the Nazi flag at our ground when the ultras were there, bro. Like, you can't be having that. It's not good for sponsors. It's not good for the atmosphere. We have black players as well. Like, you can't be running that shit, like, at a big elite club like Real Madrid. So, yeah, they had to get banned. Yeah, we're about to get kickoff, guys. Smash that like button. Let's just pray that we get a great game. Let's pray. 3-1 Atleti. I can see that, to be fair. Not going to lie, I would love seeing Voice and Noise back in the Camp Nou. Nah, trust me, bro. Nah, you can't. You can't, bro. You can't, bro. They're a bit too extreme. Like, that's the issue with them. They're very extreme. Atletico Madrid, get things started. Come on, Arsenal. God, I'm praying that this game is a good one, man. Please. Just surprise all of us. Shock the world. Because everybody thinks that this game's going to be dead anyways. Yo, Fozzie, what's good? Here come Atleti. Good run here by Simeone. Right outside the box, Julián Álvarez. Guys, watch Julián Álvarez movement this game, bro. If you're a Barca fan, watch Julián Álvarez. He's never in the box. He's never a central threat. Watch. Damn, how come you guys don't like Arsenal? Is it because of the fan base? I do know that Arsenal's fan base is a bit mad. Like, they are a bit mad. It's proven in every big match Atleti have. They score a lot of goals instead of fitting in the park the bus narrative. I don't agree with you, bro. I don't agree. Atleti so far, I mean, it's only been 2 minutes, but Atleti so far look better these opening 2 minutes than Arsenal, at least like on the ball. So he's like Mbappe, essentially. You're going to get, but Alvarez is more of a striker than Mbappe is, because Alvarez, in my opinion, is a secondary striker. This is why he fits with the 4-2-2, because he normally has somebody else up there with him. The issue is at Barcelona, there will be nobody up there with him. He'd have to be the lone striker. So he'd have to be an actual 9. And that's just not what he is. That's why I wouldn't mind if Barca got Julián Álvarez. He's a very good footballer, but he's not a striker. Like, he's not the profile of 9 that Barca need. Ooh, wait a minute. Real Madrid are in talks with Toni Kroos to hire him as part of the managerial staff? Ooh. Mourinho as the manager with Kroos as the number 2. Interesting. That's very interesting. Yes, Alvarez can play on the left wing. Alvarez can play left wing, yes. He does drift. He does. He drifts a little bit wide, but he does stay central, but he just drops deep. Like, he's not, I'm telling you, Alvarez is not the, like, Barca need a striker that's going to finish chances. They don't need a striker that's going to drop deep, that's trying to link play. Barca have enough guys that link play, right? Like, Barca, they don't need somebody to operate as a false 9. They need a guy that will make runs, that will finish all the chances that Lamine Yamal will put on a platter for them. And the thing is, Lamine Yamal is going to cross the ball into the box. He's going to square the ball into the box, and Alvarez will not be there. That's what I'm saying, bro. Go sign Julián Álvarez. He will flop at Barca. I think he'll be a good player for Barca, but he's not going to live up to, like, that high price tag that is going to cost, because you're going to have to pay like $130 million for Julián Álvarez. Like, Atleti are not going to sell you their best player for a discount. They paid $98 million for him. So they're going to want to make like $20-30 million profit. Arsenal look awful on the ball, bro. Nah, man. the quality drop-off from the attacking players yesterday to just the opening 5 minutes of this game, it's like night and day. It's like night and day, bro. Oh, good run here by Madueke. Cross in. Oh, that's dangerous by Arsenal. That's good by Madueke. He's very quick. Like, Madueke does have that burst of pace. Yeah. Tries to cross it. I think Piero Hincapi gets onto the end of that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Martinelli tries to head it, but he misses. And then Hincapi tries to volley, but he can't hit it cleanly. So it's actually a decent chance there. Atleti are apparently ready to reject 130 million. Then deal's done. Then, bro, you're not gonna get him. Barca, I don't think Barca can afford to pay like what? Like what would Atleti want? Like 150? Come on. I'm telling you, Barca's best option is Victor Osimhen. I think if Barcelona get Victor Osimhen, he would fucking cook. Oh my god. Victor Osimhen with Yamal? Oh my gosh, bro. That brother he'd be phenomenal for Barca. And he's cheaper than what Julián Álvarez should be. Because I think Osimhen would cost about 90, maybe 100 million. I think Barca can do that. I'm watching you rather than the game. Nah, Omar, throw the game on. Throw the game on, bro. I mean, Arsenal do look good defensively, but that's what we expect from them, bro. When you're playing with 2 defensive midfielders and 4 center backs in the back line, I expect you to look good defensively. Yeah, like Barca would have to do the installments, but that's only if Atletico Madrid would agree to it. Remember, like Atleti could just say that we want 150 million up front. Like, they can say that. Like, they would have to agree to let Barca pay it. Like, I don't know, 50 million this season, 50 million next season. Like, 3 seasons, maybe, to be honest, maybe. Like, that'd be the only way that Barca then can go and get a Julián Álvarez. Arsenal also want a Julián Álvarez. I think if Arsenal get Julián Álvarez, and if they switch to a 4-4-2, you play Julián Álvarez with Gyökeres up top, they'd both cook. They would both cook. Arsenal signed Julián Álvarez, switch to the 4-4-2. They would cook. Julián Álvarez would cook. Yeah, true. Osimhen's wages are nuts. I don't know if a Nigerian is going to be taking a pay cut, bruv. I ain't going to lie. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even want to take a pay cut when Chelsea were in for him. But I think, Barca are a much bigger club. So I think he may see the benefits of joining a Barca for a lower wage. But I think, like, Osimhen is on, like, 400 bags a week. He would have to cut his wages by, like, 150,000. Like, he'd probably have to agree to, like, 250 a week. Like, damn near cut his wages in half. Will he do that? I think if there's a club that can convince you to take a pay cut, it's Barca and Real Madrid. Man said if Atletico Madrid win the UCL, then you're a part of the LGBTQ. Brother, you probably already are, man. Just come out the closet, bro. Nobody cares. Maybe your dad might, but we don't care over here, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, Galatasaray offered Osimhen a bag. But yeah, they paid 70 million for him last summer. So I think Barca can get him for like 90 million. Maybe like 90 million and then 10 million in add-ons. Like with appearances, goals, maybe tie it to like league titles. I don't fucking know. Did bro just say the game is already better than yesterday? Are we watching the same game, bro? Maybe I'm not watching the right game. It's been okay so far. I mean, there's not been anything like really talk about. Hey, look, man. Big up to the, big up to the alphabet community, bruv. We are not built for the UCL. Thank God, bro. Thank God Barca can't get it done in the UCL. I couldn't imagine if this was a Barca-Arsenal game. I'd be in tears, bro. Because I genuinely think with the form that Arsenal are currently on, I think Barca... Well, actually, because Barca don't have Lamine Yamal. So if Yamal and Rafinha were still injured, then yeah, I think Arsenal would have beat you. But if Barca had like their full squad, like if both teams were fit, with the form that they're both on, I think Barca would have beat Arsenal, bro. Because, like, Arsenal's form has just been a disgrace. I hope that Saliba likes the city of Madrid, bro. It's his second season playing in Madrid in the UCL. Yeah, 12 minutes of nothing so far. I do think Barca-Arsenal would have been more entertaining, yes. But at the same time, I don't really care. I just want Barca knocked out as early as possible every season. Yeah, bro, Arsenal ain't trying to attack, bro. Besides that Madueke run and then the ball into the box after that run, yeah, like Arsenal haven't... Like, Atleti look more threatening at the moment than Arsenal do. I actually don't think that Atleti are playing that bad. Like, Atleti are actually trying to take the game to Arsenal. I mean, somebody was going to have to do it, right? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, no. He's not getting to that. He's not getting to that. I missed the PSG Bayern game already. Shit burning my... Yo. Bro, I was low-key mad when the ref blew the final whistle yesterday. I'm like, yo, you serious? Like, you can add it some more time. Yeah, Atleti have definitely been the better team in this match. Alvarez. Oh! What a save by Raya. What a save by Raya. That's a great save. It's a good shot from the edge of the box by Julián Álvarez. Yo, Arsenal had 3 players on Álvarez when he was taking that shot. Crazy. Corner here for Atletico. Good defending by Arsenal. Yo, Livingstone, what's good? Arsenal will get the job done at the Emirates? I think so. But I do see a draw in this match. Oh, you got to shoot this. What a block. You got to shoot that better, bro. You got to do better there. What a block. All right, game's picked up a little bit. Yeah. Alvarez is Alvarez is a good footballer. He's just not a lone number 9. He's a secondary striker, but he's a good player, 100%. Yeah, so far, I'm saying that Atleti have been better. Yeah, it's been a while, bro. Hope that you're good, my guy. Alvarez will produce something special. Yeah, let's see a set piece. Very good at free kicks. Who do you think scores first? What are you guys saying, chat? Who do you think scores first this game? I think Arsenal are going to look slightly better as the game goes on. I mean, it makes sense that you sit back a bit. You're away. Atleti are a good team. Their crowd is up for it. It's a hostile environment. I understand starting off the match a bit reserved. It's a decent cross. It's a shit header. You got LA to score first? What the hell is Arteta doing? What the hell is Arteta doing? Man is doing like, sit down, brother. Like, what do you think? A player across the fucking pitch can tell whatever the hell you're doing, bro? Like, who is he even giving instructions to, bro? I feel like good managers don't have to talk and give all these instructions throughout the games. Because if you worked on a solid game plan, the players should know what the game plan is, and then that's what they go and do. You shouldn't have to be fucking coaching these players, like, through it. Yeah, man out here looking like he's from the fucking Leaf Village, bro. I mean, Atleti have been better, though, Fozzie. When it comes to attacking, I think Atleti do look more dangerous. I understand why people are saying Atleti, for sure. Is he onside? Not yet. Nope, offsides. Will, after watching Kane play on as a 6 yesterday, I wouldn't mind Alvarez signing at Barca. Yeah, here's the thing though. Do you think? Because see, like what you have to remember though is that Kane can play anywhere, bro. Like Harry Kane, like Alvarez is a good footballer. Alvarez is not on Kane's level, bro. Yo, Kane could play as a 10. Kane can play as a 9, as a false 9. Fucking up, bro. Kane can play as an 8 and still fucking cook. I think Kane is the best striker in the world, brother. Like, Kane can do anything. Like if Kane did not have the teammates that he did, like Elise and like Luis Diaz, who are cooking and scoring good goals, if Kane needed to stay up top, Kane can do that, bro. Like, we've seen, bro, Kane can do everything that a striker is supposed to, bro. Like, I think Benzema is obviously a bigger legend than Kane, but I think Kane's skill set is like Benzema's, for example, but like a little more polished, if that makes sense. Arsenal's game plan, defend and get a set piece. Yeah, that's the only way that I'm really seeing Arsenal score a goal with that attack that they have. Like, it has to be either a set piece or somebody's going to score a screamer. That's what I think. Martinelli. Come on. We definitely got to get a goal in this first half, right? Surely we get a goal in the first half. I think we do. Only one, though. Only one. Somebody's going to definitely be trailing going into the break. Decent ball. Think Arsenal are asking for a handball? Gyökeres is down. He's holding his nose. He's holding his nose. Not sure what the issue is, but he's holding his nose, chat. Yeah. Kane did waste all of his peak years at Tottenham. I agree. Kane did. He should have forced that move way earlier. You remember, Kane tried to protest. Remember, Kane tried to force a move to Man City. He didn't go to training. Like, he was forcing it. And then he went back to training, and Tottenham did not sell him. And he stayed at the club for like another year, I think. Then he went to Bayern, if I'm not mistaken. But like, if Kane would have left Tottenham 5 years ago, I'm telling you, the way that we're talking about him is as one of the greatest strikers in history, bro. Kane is a phenomenal player. And I'm glad that he went to Bayern, because at Bayern, he'll be able to achieve things. He's already won the Bundesliga. And I think Bayern have a very good chance to win the UCL this season, next season, and if everybody's fit, see after that, honestly, unless something goes terribly wrong for them. It was Madueke that hit Gyökeres' nose. It was Madueke. Wait, so then isn't this a goal kick? This has got to be a goal kick, right? Or am I crazy? Nobody on Arsenal trying to consistently beat a man. Lamina spoiled me too much. Yeah, brother. Just look at that. Just look at Arsenal's wingers, bro. Like, Atleti's attacking options are clear of Arsenal's. All right. It is a corner. All right, Arsenal, what you got for us, bruv? What you got for us, Arsenal? Set piece. Madueke to take the corner. Let's see if the dark arts will work against... That's a shit delivery from Madueke, bro. That is an awful ball by Madueke, man. What is that? Wait, what's Gabriel crying for? Nah, come on, bro. Gabriel asking for a penalty. Stop it. Fake score. Cooked, brother. Don't fake score, man. Come on, my guy. Saka's on the bench. But Saka is finished, bro. Like, Saka is not the same player that we've all seen get to this point. He's not explosive. He can't necessarily get by anyone. He doesn't try to take on any defenders. Like, Saka is just not the guy anymore. Yeah, we were spoiled yesterday, chat. We were spoiled yesterday. I do have a couple mods on this channel. I don't really think I need like any more mods at the moment, just because it's not like we've grown this channel to be like the main, where it's like so many people in here. I can monitor the channel, don't worry, bro. As I grow though, I'll add some more mods from the people who are normally here. We are going to be doing all the World Cup watch-alongs on this channel as well. Yeah, you know, Lookman hasn't really done anything so far. Opening 25 minutes. Lookman hasn't really moved me. Yeah, like this game is not really doing it for me. He's getting tired. Nah, don't worry, don't worry. A goal is coming, guys. Don't worry. Zubimendi on the ball. Yeah, like look at this Atleti low block. Atleti are in a 5-3-2 right now. Atleti are in a 5-3-2 with Arsenal on the ball. Brother, Arsenal are not scoring from open play. What an interception. Arsenal are not scoring from open play, bro. They're not. Lookman. Oi! Good defending. Atleti still have the ball. I think Sørloth is going to be crucial in this game. Because when you get to cross that ball into the box with Sørloth, I think that's going to be crucial for them, bro. Because I don't see how you break down Arsenal either with how they defend. Mind you, Arsenal beat Atleti 4-0 earlier this season in the UCL league table phase. They literally slapped Atleti. They cooked Atleti. But ever since the knockouts have started, header goes over. Yeah, but ever since they've got to the knockout stage of this tournament, Arsenal have been playing like some absolute cowards, bro. Yeah. It's the Alvarez header. That's not almost, brother. That was way over the bar. That was way over. That was not almost. I don't get why people complain, just don't watch. I mean, you know people are going to have their opinions, bro. Ever since Lookman has landed to Atleti, they have been phenomenal. Hell no, bro. Look at their La Liga record. And they just lost the Copa del Rey final to Real Sociedad, bro. Oh! I thought Madueke just scored. I thought Madueke just scored a phenomenal goal. That's a good run. He cuts inside. I think he takes it like on his left foot from outside the box, but it goes wide. Now that's close. That might be the best shot of the game so far. If that ball was placed a little higher and had a little more bend to it, That's one of the goals of the tournament, bro. Yeah, Madueke's been the only attacking threat for Arsenal so far. Yeah, that was a good run by him. It was a good run, bro. Atleti with the 7-2-1 formation. Nah, that's diabolical, bro. Yo, man said 7-2-1, you know. Man said 7-2-1. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, okay. Atleti have played their B team. Bro, Atleti, even though they knocked out Tottenham, they lost to Tottenham in the second leg, bro. Like, they literally lost to Tottenham, who are in the 18th, who are sitting 18th. They're in the relegation zone of the Prem. They lost to Tottenham, bro, in the second leg. And then they got absolutely cooked by Barca in the second leg. Yes, they did a good job to get over the line, but they got cooked. And then they lost the Copa del Rey final to Sociedad, bro. Come on, what are we doing here? Atleti are in a 5-3-2 whenever Arsenal get near the box, bro. That is crazy. Yeah. Arteta don't got no aura, bro. I don't think anybody looks at Arteta and says, yeah, that's the guy. Like, yeah. That's the guy that we need. I don't think anybody is really doing that, bruv. You get me, fam. I don't really think the man them is doing that, innit? Like, yeah, you know what, bro? Arteta's the guy. Like, bro, he's from Barca, by the way. And Barca fans won't even take Arteta. So it's like, Lookman on the ball here. Yeah. We're past 32 minutes now. Yeah, I'll be real. If it wasn't for the chat right now, I think I'd probably be sleeping, bruv. I think I would be sleeping right now. This is dead. Man said, can we get both teams out? It's a weird matchup because it's two teams that both are like scared to open up. Yeah. Besides the Madueke shot and the Julián Álvarez shot, I don't really think like there's nothing else to really speak about. Like, Alvarez had a great shot. David Raya made a phenomenal save. Madueke had a great shot. It was just wide. Shot gets blocked. That's got to be a foul. Yeah, that's definitely a foul. I'll gladly have Flick over Arteta. I agree. I agree. Like, I think that Hansi Flick, even though his tactics are very high risk, you also get high reward. Whereas Arsenal, it's just hard to watch. Like, can you imagine having to watch this for the entirety of a season, especially as a content creator, where you have to be on stream? Whatever we see here will be 10 times better than what we'll see against Espanyol? No, I don't think so, actually. There is no... Real Madrid play better football than both these teams. Hey, look, we've been shit. I'm not going to sit here and say that we've not been bad, but we play better football than Atleti and Arsenal. Like, come on. I think you got to give us that. 0-0 both legs, guaranteed pen shootout. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine these two teams play 180 minutes of regular time and there's no goals? Then it goes to extra time. So add on another 30 minutes, right? So a total of 200 and like in 10 minutes of football. And no goals. Nah, bro. No shot. No shot. Yeah, bro, I'm saying, like, even Real Madrid play better football than this. And that's saying something, because we do not play good football. No, that's true. That's true. Like, and the thing is, I don't get it. Arsenal have an elite defense. Arsenal's defense is so elite. That back four, it fit, right? You got Hincapie, Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba. I know that Timber is out, but if Timber is there, right? Jurrien Timber. That's arguably the best back four in football. Why are you playing like a pussy with that defense? You should be attacking the fuck out of teams with that defense. What? Like, imagine Hansi Flick. Imagine if Barca had this Arsenal back line. Like, yes, you'll still concede chances because the high line will always give teams some opportunities. But if Hansi Flick had this defense, brother, Barca would be... Bro, what? Like, there's no reason to be so defensive when you already have arguably the best back line in world football. Man said Arsenal look like Madrid under Xabi. Nah. Even under Xabi, we were never defensive under Xabi, to be fair. We just tried, like, the build-up from the back. Like, the slow build-up, break teams down methodically, 35 passes before you get to the final third. We were not defensive under Xabi. We just played very slow under Xabi. I think that was a big problem because we don't have the team to be playing slow. Like, this Real Madrid is like a 100-mile-per-hour kind of team. And that's why I think Jose will work well. Because Jose will set us up defensively, and on counters, we will be rapid. Arsenal used to be attacking. I don't know what happened. Yeah, Arteta is what happened. Even under Emery, Arsenal played better football. Yeah, bro, like, Xabi ball was very passive. Like, let's just do 48 passes before we cross the halfway line. What the fuck, bro? Get the ball up the pitch, man. Like, like get the ball up the pitch, bro. Like, what we doing here? Brother, if Barca had this back line, I think you would have won the Champions League with Flick. Yes. Barca had Gabriel, Saliba, Hincapie, Jurgen Timber. But the reason that you maybe would look a little worse attacking-wise is because Timber and Hincapie going forward are okay. Like, Hincapie is okay, but Timber can't go forward. Like, Timber does not overlap. Timber cannot invert. Simeone? Oi! Oh, what is Alvarez doing there? Yeah, bro, I can't believe that we're already at halftime. Well, we're about to be at halftime. It's about 4 minutes away. There's not been many stoppages in this game. I'm going to be real. Just, like, end the match, bro. Like, well, not end the match, but just end the first half. Yeah, like, that's the only thing that would maybe make Barca's attack not look as good is because, yeah, like, Koundé is good at overlapping and inverting. He is. Same thing with João Cancelo. Alejandro Balde last season was amazing at going forward. So, that's kind of like how I view it. But I still think, like, just having Gabriel and Saliba is enough. Oh, penalty for Arsenal. Gyökeres gets fouled in the box. Now, it looks like he flopped, though. It looks like he flopped. I'll take it. We'll take it. I gotta see this again, though. That might be a bit harsh. I mean, Gyökeres uses his body to shield the ball and then falls over. Like, yes, it's contact in the box, but that's a bit harsh. I'm gonna be real. That's harsh. Like, I think it's going to get given as a pen. Yeah. It's a bit harsh, though. I can't lie. Man like Brock Lesnar is stepping up to take the pen. Oh, 1-0. What a penalty, bro. He smashed it. I think Oblak goes the right way as well. Arsenal, with a minute to spare before halftime, scores first. I think that penalty is a bit harsh. I can't lie. There's not even a tackle attempted. Gyökeres shields the ball with his body and then just flops after contact is made. It's harsh. I get why the ref gave it, though, because of the contact. But what a penalty for Gyökeres. 1-0. Yeah, I mean, look, Arsenal strike first. This first half has been dead. I'm going to be honest with you. We were spoiled yesterday. Do the Gyökeres mask? I think celebration kind of trash, though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, Baines. Like, that shit trash, bro. I mean, it's unique, though. It's unique. Hey, look, man. W Arsenal. W Arsenal. Yes, sir. I could smell that first UCL. Yeah, now look, people are pissed. Let me pause. Now, maybe the game opens up a bit more because you're literally, if you're Atleti, you literally have to try and get something while you're at home. Because the Emirates, I mean, if you can't score at your own ground, the odds of you bagging when you got to go to Arsenal is going to be a little tricky for you. Rafinha, I ain't gonna lie. Rafinha celebrations are dirt. He just does this. What kind of trash celebration is this, bro? That shit is dirt. I ain't gonna lie. Rafinha celebration got no aura. At least the mask is unique. Like, you can sell that. Now, I definitely think that we're going to see Atleti come out in the second half with a little bit more energy. Because now it's on them. Yeah, that's the half. Yeah. Chat, what we saying? What we saying, chat? Because is man making burritos? Bro is making tacos at the break. This game is so dead. Unc said, I'm going to make some lunch. Now that's mad. Feel Atleti 2-1 win? Okay. Then that means that we're going to have a very entertaining second half. Yeah, this is definitely not cinema, though. This is math class. That's how I would describe this. You guys ever been in, like, class and it's just boring as hell? You find yourself, like, nodding off and shit. You like, oh, shit. You know, you gotta, like, keep waking yourself up. Like, you fucking, like, you in class, the hands start to slip, and then you, like, it feel like you, like, fell out your desk, but you didn't fall. But now you look like an idiot, because you just jumped. And, like, now everybody noticed. All the Huz have just seen you jump. Now you gotta just act like, you know, you meant to do that. Like, this is exactly what it is, bro. Yesterday, we had steak. We had lobster. I had a little bit of filet mignon. I had a New York strip steak with some chimichurri. I had 5-star meal. I was full. I was eating good. And then today, I went out for dinner and I got ramen noodles. They gave me a bologna sandwich. I am starving right now. This is what it feels like. This is the difference from PSG Bayern to Atleti Arsenal, bruv. I know that we ate good yesterday, but that don't mean I don't want to eat good the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we were at all the nice restaurants, bro. We was at Roof Chris. I was at Nobu. I was at, STK. You know what I'm saying? I was going to fucking, like, all these elite restaurants. And then today, they took me to McDonald's. What is this, bro? I can't be going from eating the finest of delicacies to getting a chicken sandwich, bruv. A chicken sandwich with small fries. They didn't even give me the large. They got me 4 chicken nuggets and small fries. As if I'm like 7 years old. Nah, bro. Yeah, man. We was at Hell's Kitchen yesterday. Bruv. This is like eating at Chick-fil-A, and then the next day, your mom tell you, we got food at home. Nobody ever want to eat the food at home, bro. Like, my God. Like, leftovers again? That's how I feel right now. Yesterday, my mom said we were going to go get food. Today, she said, there's food at home. Everybody knows that feeling. You feel me? You driving past Popeyes. Yo, Mom, can we get some Popeye? We got rice and stewed chicken at home. Like, I know that we got rice and stewed chicken at home. I don't want that. That's how I feel about this match. That's how I feel right now, bro. I do think second half, we are in for more intensity, more excitement. This is how I feel. I think second half will be a lot better. But besides the Gyökeres goal, let's be honest. Julián Álvarez had a great shot. David Raya made a great save. And then Madueke had a great shot from outside the box. That was, it went wide, but it was a great attempt. That's it. And like, there's nothing else to talk about. Again, I don't think that's a pen. I don't think so. Think the referee, it's a bit harsh. But, you know, it's contact in the box, but Gyökeres initiates it. Like, if that was Vinicius, everybody would be saying he dove. If we're going to just keep it a beam, okay? If we're going to be fair here. Again, I don't care. I'm happy that Arsenal are up 1-0. But my God, this is like watching paint dry. It's like watching your water before it starts boiling. Have any of you guys ever tried to boil water and then you stood there and watched? I swear to God, it takes longer than if you didn't watch. I promise you. If you try and boil water, if you look away, it's boiling 2 minutes. If you sit there and watch the water from start to when it boils, you're going to be there like 3 hours, I swear. I don't make the rules, bro. Physics. You know what I'm saying? Physics. That's just what it is, bro. This is what it is. 2-0 Al Nassr. Ooh, okay. Big up CR7, the GOAT. Ref was so bored. Yeah, facts. Ref said, fuck it, bro. Ref was like, no way did I get this game and my co-workers were doing PSG Bayern. Ref probably said, bro, say wallahi I'm doing this game, bro. That's what the ref probably said. I'm not gonna lie. If I was the ref and this was the game they gave me, I'd have been like, yo, you fucking sick. Bro, I quit. I'm not about to waste my life watching that. Yo, ref said, fuck it. Pen. Ref had to see a goal. Yo, bro, the ref had to see a goal. Nah, y'all gonna be real, man. Big up to the chat, bro. If it wasn't for you guys, I swear I'd be like this right now. I'd be sleeping right now. Should I call Matrix, bro? Should I call Matrix? Yeah, like, do you know what this is like, bro? You know, like, when you get a certain kind of job and, like, you get scheduled, like, weekly. So, like, you got that coworker that didn't get put on the schedule for Friday and Saturday, but you working Friday, Saturday. Like, who wants to be at work on a Friday from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.? You missed everything. The day is done. You can't do shit. But then your coworker get to work Thursday. Like, why I'm on the schedule for today? Why he not on the schedule? That's how it feel, bro. Let's call Matrix, man. By the way, Matrix and I, bro, we had big argument in the Chaos group chat today. Big argument. I swear, bro. Matrix and myself, brother, we argue every day about Mbappe, Vinny, bro. I swear, bro. Every day we argue about Real Madrid. Big up to Matrix, though. But yeah, bro. Matrix, me and him, yeah, we bro. Carter, chill. Nah, Javier, I know they don't got you on the schedule on Fridays, bruv. Nah, that's a violation, bro. That's a violation, Javier. I ain't gonna lie. You need to talk to your manager and tell her this is unacceptable. Cause like that's crazy.
What's up?
Yo, Matrix.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
How you enjoying the haram along?
Mawala, this is proper haram, yeah. I'm telling you, after this game, I need to be washing properly. Mawala, go take a long shower, maybe clean myself with bleach, okay?
Hey, bro, we were so spoiled yesterday, man. We were so spoiled yesterday.
Of course, bro. People in here, they think that Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid is gonna be the same situation as
Never.
the game yesterday, bro. Of course, these are rare occasions, guys. Not every football game you're gonna be watching 9 goals.
Yeah, nah. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, funny thing is, I actually do think the second half's gonna be good. I have a feeling that Atleti are gonna come out like very fast because they got to get at least 1 goal, right, before they go second leg.
If Atletico Madrid lose tonight, then basically the tie is wrapped up. They got to be winning at Emirates, okay? Yeah, like, I think the second leg is going to be way more haram ball than this one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think second leg like going to be properly haram ball. Especially if Arsenal win this game, then, brother, trust me, it's going to be the most haram thing you have ever seen. Like, you can bring a whole pack of pork, Mawala. They still gonna be more halal than that game, okay? I'm telling you. You can bring a whole herd of the pigs on it. They gotta be still more cleaner than that game. I'm telling you, it's gonna be different.
Do you know like what's crazy, bro? Because, but like, okay, so before we even got to that Gyökeres pen, right?
Yes.
Only 2 things happened that game, bro. Julián Álvarez had a great shot, great save by David Raya. And then Madueke had a very good run with a good shot, but it was a bit wide. Besides that, bro, I'll be yo, there was nothing else.
Okay, what did you think? Did you think that a team like Arsenal or a team like Atletico Madrid gonna truly like offer the opposition space?
No, of course not. Like I predicted 1-1. I said 1-1 for this match. That was my prediction.
Yeah, 1-1 is not.
I'll take a 2-2 though. I'll take a 2-2.
I think still 2-1 Atletico Madrid. This was my prediction before the game. I said 2-1 Atletico Madrid. I think Sørloth second half.
Yeah.
I saw some signs in the first half as well in the beginning when Atletico Madrid was actually making some crosses, okay?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if Sørloth actually was in here, I think that he could have done something. So I think Atletico Madrid also going to be scoring in this game. I don't see Atletico going like goalless
like
in
no
this game.
goal. Yeah. Like I see it as well. Like what do you think about the penalty, bro? I think that's a bit harsh, bro, because Gyökeres initiates the contact and then flops. Like he tries to shield the ball with his body. Like he sticks out his butt essentially. It's like he sticks out his back. And then the minute that there's contact, he just flops. Like, it wasn't even a challenge that Hanko put in. Because Gyökeres, he's the one that started the contact, in my opinion.
Mawada, he put his back into it, okay? Pause, Mawada, on that. But he put his back into it. And that's it. It was contact from the behind. Like shooting from the behind. So he's pen.
I mean,
like, you make contact from the back like that?
Okay, wait. But, bro, if that was Mbappe or Vinny, right? We all know they be saying that, oh, they flopped. Like they.
But I don't care what people say. And I don't care about Vinny and Mbappe. Don't even mention those.
Nah, bro, I'm just saying, like, because
we've
seen where like there's contact like in the box, but then like when our players go down easy, we normally criticize them for doing that though. So like, why is that the same for like Gyökeres?
The only thing that I have to say, whatever people say about the Real Madrid players right now, I swear they deserve all of it. I'm
Nah,
not gonna
bro,
be
but no, wait,
defending
bro, but
any
I'm
Real Madrid player
no, wait, bro,
anymore.
but I'm talking about us. Like, we always criticize our players for like falling in the box, like they got shot.
Yes, yes, we do. Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
of
that's
course.
what I'm saying. So like that's why I'm saying that I think like Gyökeres kind of flopped in my opinion. Like I don't think that was a pen, to be honest.
Brother, this is today's football, okay? If the attacker is in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
box and he feels contact from the behind, it don't matter what team they play for, they're gonna be searching for the penalty, okay? This happens in every team. This is
Nah, for
just
sure, for
today's
sure.
football. That's how, yeah, bro. Especially when it comes in the penalty area, the slightest contact, the attacker gonna go down. This is just how football works in nowadays. And you know, when they check it in VAR, it don't matter if the contact is soft, hard. Or if there is contact, they're gonna say pen.
Nah, that's a
So
good point.
this is just how football works nowadays. It's not about Real Madrid players flopping. Every goddamn player out there is flopping. No matter what league, no matter what team, everybody flopping, Mawara. Everybody looking for pens. Everybody looking for free kicks and stuff. You tell me in that remontada, like when Barcelona tried to do the remontada against Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey.
Say it
But
again?
how many times did you see the game Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey when Barcelona was trying to make the remontada
Yeah,
when
yeah.
when they won 3-0? But how many times did you see Barcelona players try to get the penalty?
Nah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
So
It's true.
I'm telling every team and every player they do it. If they go inside the box, if they see that they can't beat the defender and they feel a contact, that's it. They're gonna go down, bro.
Nah, I mean,
They're
I
gonna
hear
go
it.
down.
I hear it, bro. I just hope that the second half is more entertaining. I mean, look, you know, I like Arsenal, so I don't really care. I don't really care.
But I have no idea how you can support a club like Real Madrid and then the proper dirt of football Arsenal.
Now wait,
You
hold on.
support
But
the
I thought that
kings
I
of
told you.
Champions League, brother. You support the kings of Champions Leagues and the joke club of the tournament. How
No,
is that
no,
going
no. Wait, hold
hand
on.
to hand,
Hold
brother?
on, hold on. So, okay, bro, but you have to like remember, when I got into football, I don't know all these things, Matrix. Like I don't fucking know
Yeah,
Kings
yeah.
of Europe, fucking who don't got UCL, bro. Literally, bro. I started watching for James, right? Because the World Cup. I'm like,
Yes.
fuck yeah, I like
Yes.
Real Madrid. But everybody
Your
at
first
school,
crush. Your first crush.
like
Your
in
second
America,
crush is
right?
Vini,
Like
Bavara.
everybody likes Premier League. Like that's the most. So like at school, nobody was really talking about like La Liga. It was Premier League. So I watched Premier League, and I'm fucking seeing like Alexis Sanchez and these guys cooking. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, yeah, Arsenal cool,
But they cooking what?
bro.
What did they
But they were
cook?
nice
They
to
didn't
watch.
win nada.
Like I'm not thinking about trophies back then, Matrix. I don't know about fucking FA Cup, Carabao Cup,
But you
Premier
missed
League.
the whole point of football.
No, but I'm saying, but like, remember, bro, I never watched the sport before. I'm not
No, I
thinking,
get you, I
bro,
get you.
I used to think you score one goal, take off your shirt, and run around, bro. Like that's what I thought that this sport was, bro.
No, I get you,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah.
But it's difficult for me to understand it because I've been watching since I was kid.
Nah, that's true.
You know,
That's
like
true.
literally, I grew up with it. So like, but to be honest with you, when I was growing up, like when I watched football, okay, I didn't follow Premier League and stuff like that. But them times, like Arsenal were actually like dominant team in the league, like winning actually Premier
Oh
Leagues
wait,
and
so
stuff.
what? Like you were watching, or sometimes what, like early 2000s, then, right?
But I told you I started watching 2002. This is when
Yeah,
I started
bro.
watching.
That was prime, like
When I was
Arsenal with like Thierry
yeah.
Henry and them guys.
I remember when they knocked us out in the Champions League as well, brother. When Thierry Henry knocked us out, I
That was
watched
when
that
like he
game
was
with
like
my
shushing
grandfather.
the crowd, right?
Yeah, that 1-0. I watched it with my
Yeah.
grandfather.
Nah,
I
but
remember,
you know like what
brother.
the difference is, like real quick, bro. So like I like Arsenal, but like I don't care like how they play. Like I'm not sitting there analyzing them like how I do like Real Madrid. I just want to see them like win like the Prem. Like that's like what I want. I just want to see them win. I don't care how they do it. Like if that makes sense. Like just get
But
over
if
the
there is
line.
any
But
team in the Premier League, I would support. I would support Man United.
yeah,
Like
no,
if there is
I
any
remember
team in the Premier.
you said that. Cause
Yeah,
like
I
United and
would.
stuff, right?
I don't support any of them though. But I would say if I had to,
Mm-hmm.
I would support Man United. I would say they are as well historic club. We share a lot of legends as well with each other, Mawala. So I like Man United. I would say Man United as well. They are like the Real Madrid of Premier League.
No,
Of
no,
course, I
fair.
know they've been dead for many years now, but I swear, like Man United back in the days, brother, they got way more respect. These people, they used to win Champions Leagues also and trebles and stuff. So they have rich history. Like Arsenal, yes, domestically amazing, but they have been amazing. But like they have never done anything in Europe. Like in Europe, they have always been dirt.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
since the
bro. I didn't
beginning
know
of
all
their
this.
time.
I just thought, yo, they play good football, bro. I thought they were just fun to watch. Like I didn't know all this, bro. But again, like
No,
I
no,
don't
I
really care.
understand.
I just want to. I mean, I now want them to win the UCL since fucking we can't win it. So I want them to. But they're gonna.
Brother, that's the
Whoever wins this
last
game,
club.
I think we're gonna see a repeat of last season. I think they're gonna. Whoever wins this and advances, they're gonna get fucking cooked.
But there is no way in hell I want to see Arsenal winning the Champions League. Okay, I don't like Arsenal, especially after their fans talked that much shit as well last year. I swear I want to see them suffer. This is what I want. I want to see them suffer too. I want to see
Come
them
on,
bottle the
Matrix. But
league
for me,
again.
bro, like,
But
come on, bro. Like,
yeah,
let me just get some
for
kind
you,
of.
I know,
Come
brother.
on.
You are one person. You don't know how many Arsenal fans I had after my head last year, brother. You are one person. Okay. Unfortunately, brother, you're gonna be suffer with the majority of them. What can I tell you, brother? I'm telling you, I need to see these people suffer. This is what I want. Everyone. I swear, even Zaire. I hope somehow they don't go through to the final.
Oh,
I
I
know.
need there. I
I
need, bro,
swear, brother.
bro. I want
Even if
PSG
it's
to win.
very bad for Mbappe, I swear. Even if it's very bad for Mbappe, brother, daddy's here, bro. Daddy's here in my stream, but my stream is fucking up.
Ah, okay, okay. Yo, bro,
What's up,
look.
dad?
Second half is kicked off anyways. They're like 2 minutes in. Yo, big up Checo. I didn't
Yes.
realize that he was there like with you. So big
Brother
up Checo.
Checo is not here right now neither, but he's gonna come. He's gonna come. He's talking in the phone, brother. This guy left me
Ah,
here
okay,
hanging.
okay, okay, okay.
Daddy's here with me though. Daddy joined.
All right, hey, big up Dally as well, man.
Big up, big up.
But all right,
Okay,
my
Connors,
guy.
you speak, okay? Big up, brother. Big up.
Mm-hmm. Free kick. Free kick. Alvarez gold hair chat. Yeah, look, I almost forgot the timer. I'm only like 10 seconds behind my timer from what I see on my screen. So we're good. We're good. Griezmann and Alvarez are over the ball, but who are we fucking kidding? We know who's taking this free kick, bro. There's no chance in hell that Griezmann's going to shoot this. Oh! What a free kick, bro. What a free kick. Nah, Julián Álvarez is elite at free kicks, bro. I thought that shit was top bins. Yeah, it hits the side netting. Hits the side net, bro. I definitely thought that he scored that, bro. I definitely did. No, I mean, look, Arsenal fans, for the most part, yes, I get it. Like, they are annoying. But, I mean, come on, bro. Like, if, bro, PSG won their first last season, I think Arsenal can, but it's just going to be unlikely, bro. I do think the Bayern, yeah, the winner of Bayern PSG, I think that's who's going to be the heavy favorite. But I do think Arsenal have the defense to handle one of those attacks. Like, on paper, because, again, I do think Arsenal have arguably, like, the best defense in Europe. But at the same time, it's just... I mean, but we've seen teams win playing some shit football before, though, man. Like, look at, like, Chelsea under fucking, like, Jose when they only conceded, like, 13 goals or some crazy shit in, like, 38 games, bro. Like, they were, I mean, but to be fair, though, they did look a little bit better going forward. Like, when you think about that Chelsea side that Jose had, like, they were a lot better. So, actually, never mind. Never mind. Arsenal's defense is low. You think it's overrated? Bro, I think they have the best center back partnership in the world. Saliba and Gabriel, elite center back partnership. I want Saliba bad, bro. Like, Real Madrid need to make this guy our marquee signing, bro. I don't want to see no big money get sent to attackers. Musso should have started. I don't think Oblak has been bad, bro. Do you think, like, Oblak's not been good? Chelsea 2012 Champions League run was so lucky. That's the Drogba header, right? Against Bayern, if I'm not mistaken. That was a little bit before my time, but was that the year that... No, obviously, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Uh-oh, dangerous here. Look him in. Shoots it right at Raya. Oh, Griezmann! Oh my days. Did Raya save that as well? Is that a double save by Raya, essentially? Or did the Griezmann shot just go over? Yeah, that's a good ball. Yeah. No, it just goes over. The Griezmann shot gets blocked by, I think, Gabriel. Like, Raya doesn't even get to it because Gabriel blocks it. Ball in. That's a shit ball, man. That's a shit ball. Yeah, Atleti look good. Yeah. Griezmann's shot was blocked by Gabriel. He probably would have scored that, to be fair. No, that's not a handball. His arms were behind his back. There's nothing that he can do about that, bruv. Like, he literally kept his arms like this. Come on. Oh, wait, that might be a handball. Oh, shit, wait, that might be a handball. I thought you guys were talking about when Gabriel blocked his shot. Oh, wait, that might be a pen. I gotta see the replay. Oh, that might be a bit unlucky. That is a handball, though. They're going to give that. That's unlucky, though. That's unlucky. That ball bounced right to his hand. If they gave the penalty for Alphonso Davies' handball, this needs to be a pen. It's a bit unlucky, but your arm is out. That's a pen. He's going to VAR, but... that's a pen. You can't not give this as a pen, but then Alphonso Davies, that was a handball for a pen. There needs to be some consistency. I think Alvarez or Griezmann takes it. I would say Alvarez, to be fair. That's a pen, bro. Pen. That's so odd. Come on, bro. If you've been watching football, you know that's going to be a pen. I don't think Ben White meant for his arm to be stuck out like that. I don't think that... okay, well, Griezmann has the ball. So I'm guessing that he's going to take it. Yeah. Like, Ben White wasn't trying to deflect the ball. It just bounced that way. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it, it's unlucky. 2 goals from 2 pens, unless Raya makes a great save or they just miss. Okay, Julián Álvarez is stepping up to take it. Yeah. Álvarez is going to take the pen. I can't look at the chat because I think some of you guys might be a slightly ahead. Like, whenever it's pens, I always try to, not look at the chat. But I would expect Julián Álvarez to score this. It's a bit unlucky for Ben White, but I think that's the correct decision. Oh, what a pen, bro. Raya didn't even fucking move. What a pen. He smashed that. I can't even tell you what side it went to. All that I know is that it was so much power on it, Raya didn't even move, bro. He didn't dive either way. Maybe he thought that Alvarez might try to, like, Panenka it or some shit. Hey, look. The 2 goals this match have been scored from pens. I did predict 1-1, but I have a feeling that another goal will be scored in this match. He does. Okay, he brings it to his left, so Raya's right. But it does bend slightly, though. Maybe that's why Raya did not dive. Come on, Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal. Fucking hell, bro. I think both penalties, in terms of like what led to them getting called, are a bit unlucky, right? Like, I think Hanko, it's a bit, I think like Gyökeres definitely flopped. And then that handball, Ben White's not trying to hit the ball with his hands, but that's just where it bounced. Yeah, Eze's coming on. Ref trying to make the game interesting. Nah, but I think I think the Ben White call is more of a handball than the Gyökeres pen. Did I see Matrix thumbnail? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Matrix is hilarious, bro. That's my guy, bro. That's my guy. 11 UCL goals in 2 days is mad. Now, see, don't try and group this game with fucking PSG Bayern, man. Wallahi, have some shame, bro. Have some shame. Carnage, which UCL run was harder? Benzema Ballon d'Or run or Barca 2015? Oh, shit. I got to look at that Barca UCL run again. Let me see them real quick. 2015. I got to see that. Because remember, like, that's the first year I started watching football. So I don't remember it, like, as much as I should. So I am leaning right now. The 2022 Real Madrid run. Because that run right there was insane, brother. We literally lost a leg in every round. And nobody gave us a chance. Like, when you look at the teams that we had to go against, remember, we went against Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, knocked them out. Then we went against PSG. Then it was Chelsea. And remember, Chelsea beat us the year before, if I'm not mistaken. Because didn't Chelsea win the UCL in 21? I think so. And then after Chelsea, City, and then Liverpool. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards right now. But I have to find that bracket for the 14-15 season. Because I know that, like, that's when Barca won their fucking treble. Hold on. I have to find this. I actually can't find it, bro. Yeah, I would have to see it again, bro. Like, I remember watching that Champions League final because that's when you beat Juventus. And I remember Neymar scoring. But I can't... Like, why can't I find it? Hold on. Because, like, now I have to select this UCL run from Barca, 14-15. Okay, here we go. Barca beat Man City 3-1 on aggregate. Then beat PSG 5-1 on aggregate. Then beat Bayern 5-3. And then Juve 3-1. That's a good run. When you beat Bayern, when Barca beat Bayern, and I know that my chat would know this. Who scored? Alvarez scored and Gyökeres scored. Both from penalties. Wait. Question. Was Pep Guardiola was the manager of Bayern, right? In 15. Or was it Carlo? I don't remember, bro. Like, I'm drawing a blank here, bro. Decent build-up here by Atleti, bro. I told you guys that they were going to be looking a lot better in this second half. Cross in. Oh! Griezmann hits off the post. Griezmann. Oh! And then Griezmann volley goes wide. It was Pep, right? Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. Because Carlo was the manager of 14-15. I think when I first started watching Real Madrid, Carlo was our manager. Was he not? Bro, I don't fucking remember, bro. So this is why we're going to the MLS. Hey, look. He'll enjoy Florida. I don't... yo, big up to my guy, Jonas. Brother, are you doing a live stream after this game? Let me check so I can put it in. I don't think the penalty for Arsenal was a pen. But, okay, yes, you are going live. All right. But I do think that the handball from Ben White, that's the right call, in my opinion, bro. That's the right call. I agree with that. Guys, let's try and get 100 likes, people. Let's try and get 100 likes. Yo, it's so weird doing watch-alongs on this channel, bro. It's so weird, like, not being on the main channel. It throws me off all the time. Huh? No, Enrique was Barca's manager in 14-15. And Enrique never managed Bayern, did he? Yeah, the game is definitely picking up. Atleti have been all over them, though, this second half. I've not seen anything from Arsenal in these 20 minutes since the game's resumed. It's been all Atletico Madrid. This is exactly what I predicted. Yeah. I was talking about Bayern. I think Carlo was Real Madrid's manager in 14-15. See, now I have to check because, like, that's bothering me that I'm forgetting. Yep. Was Carlo. Because Carlo left in 2015. Yep. And then Benitez got sacked. And then Zidane. Then that's when we did the three-peat. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, Lookman's not really done much today. Bro, I'm gonna need like Arsenal to wake up, bro. I'm gonna need him to wake up. Like, what is this second half performance by Arsenal, bro? Yeah, I think Saka coming on is going to be a good benefit, possibly, but the guy looks washed. The guy looks washed. Somebody tell me one thing that Arsenal's done this match. Somebody tell me, how do we lose to Arsenal last season? Well, I mean, Arsenal did play a little better in the knockouts last season than this one, bro. Arsenal have been awful in the knockouts this season. Martinelli is coming off for Trossard, and so 3 changes here. Gabriel Jesus, Saka. Yo, bro, Trossard looked like he hasn't slept in about 40 days. Like, Trossard looked like he fucking living off fucking packets of Skittles. This brother looked like his life force is drained. Look at Trossard, bro. Yeah, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Madueke off. Yeah, I'm be real. The only attacker that did anything for Arsenal, yeah, Gyökeres bagged the pen, but I thought Madueke was their only constant threat in this match. Or not even constant, but was the only real threat from open play for Arsenal. You know, I have a feeling that this change, I actually like this change from Arteta. I think this is a good change. Bro, I've never seen a captain for Arsenal get hooked off as often as Odegaard does, bro. I've never seen a captain, period, get taken off this much, bro. It's actually crazy when you think about it, bro. Now, I seriously have to know how, you know, like how fucking, because like, I like Arsenal, but I'm not watching them like every fucking week and doing ratings and shit like that. Like how do they watch this like every day? I just can't. Will there be an open play goal in this matchup? I can see one, and it looks like Atleti might get it. To be fair, PSG didn't disappoint last night. Atleti do something for me. Big up, bro. Imagine Atleti in a UCL final, bro. The first Champions League I ever saw Real Madrid win, we beat Atleti. The first UCL final I've ever watched for Real Madrid, we beat Atleti. We've beaten them twice. Remember La Decima? So they've made Champions League finals before. They've just always ran in to the big brother. You know what I'm saying? They always ran into daddy. You know what I'm saying? We had to. But, I mean, like, I've seen them in a UCL final before, bro. Yeah, man. Like, Odegaard is such an average player. But these are 3 good subs by Arteta. Well, 4. I like the Eze sub. I like Saka, Trossard, and Gabriel Jesus. I think if Arsenal wake up a bit more, I think the attack that they have out there right now can definitely do something. Yeah. Atleti this second half have been very good. Like, Atleti are showing Arsenal more intensity. I do think Atleti should bring in Sørloth. I agree with you, bro. I agree. Bring in Sørloth. Couple subs. Oh, sorry. Couple crosses into the box. They're trying to get a second one. They're trying. Atleti are playing 3 out the back. So they're like, what do you think that they're... What, you think they're playing a 3-5-2? Oh my goodness. Would we say that Lookman's having a good game? Nah, bro. What a save by Raya. What a save by... Would we say that Lookman is having a good game, bro? Lookman has been very disappointing. Atleti are cooking Arsenal, bro. Yeah, Lookman's got to score that, man. Lookman has got to score. Arsenal are very lucky. Arsenal are lucky. Atleti could have bagged 2 goals this second half. Man said Lookman got Higuain composure, bro. Fucking hell. I remember Higuain made Messi retire, bro. Higuain was so shit in front of goal. Messi said, yeah, I can't do this, bro. Messi said, yeah, I can't do this. Lookman again. Slipped. Nah, Lookman's having a stinker, bro. Lookman is having a stinker. Griezmann and Lookman should have both scored this second half, bro. Atleti should be up 3-1. And mind you, he could have flopped in the box. Lookman could have flopped because Ben White pulled his shirt. Lookman could have fell down, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Lookman's about to get hella racial abuse, bro. Lookman about to get racial abuse from his own fan base. He did just go home and turn off. If Atleti don't win this game, his DMs are gonna look mad. I'm gonna be honest. He just gotta just fucking... He would definitely just have to... Is Julián Álvarez injured? No. He's still on. Baena, where the fuck is Sørloth? He definitely has a knock, though. But, I mean, he was what? Oh, no. Okay, they took him off. All right, yeah, fuck it. Alvarez injured, yeah. Baena's on. Why not bring on Sørloth? Like, Baena's decent. Yeah, like Arsenal are struggling, bro. Even after they've made the subs, they've not really done anything. Oh, pen. Oh, my days, bro. A pen for Arsenal. Eze fouled in the box. Oh, my goodness. 3 pens in one game, being the only goals that have been scored, is diabolical. I can't lie. This is nasty work, bruv. This is nasty work. No way is that Hanko again. Is that Hanko again? Is that Hanko again? That might also be a bit unfair. Yo, Hanko has sold them. Yo, Hanko has sold Atletico Madrid, brother. Yo, bro. Yo. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Hanko might have to fucking switch his address. Hanko might have to switch. Yo, the Ultras might punch him up tonight, bro. They might run in his crib and kidnap his kid, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Hanko has given Arsenal 2 pens. That's a pen. That's a pen. That's genuinely a pen. He missed the ball. Nah. Yo. Did he get the ball? I don't think he got the ball. Because the ball trajectory didn't go the way that it would have if Hanko's foot hit it. It's soft. But there is contact. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I look. They're going to VA. Yo, Hanko, if they give this as a pen. Oh, my goodness. Yo, bro, let me see. Yo, he misses that. That's a pen. That's a pen. That is a pen. That's the clearest pen of the day. Bro, that's a pen. Yo, that's a pen, bro. Oh my gosh. That's a pen all day. That's a pen, bro. That's a pen. He does not get the ball. He hit. No pen. What? What? That's a pen. What? Huh? What? How is that not a pen? Huh? So missing the ball and making contact in the box is what? That's a pen. Wait. So now when did they just give him this yellow card? Okay. Hold on. That's weird. That's weird. Rez probably thought he pressed up on him, giving him the first pen. I see, but you can't officiate like that. Like you can't officiate, bro. He misses the ball. There's contact. It's a pen, bro. I mean, look, Hanko is lucky as fuck. Hanko is lucky. Hanko is a very lucky individual. Because if that was given as a pen, brother, if Hanko would have given up 2 penalties today, I'm going to tell you something right now, brother. Tomorrow, breaking news, Hanko is missing, brother. Masked men entered his home, and we have not seen Hanko, brother. Feel me? They'd have dropped the video on Live Leak of him getting lashes. So they're very lucky. They're very lucky. Contact is not enough. Okay, so then why did Gyökeres get the pen then? So then why did because Gyökeres initiated the contact with Hanko for the first pen. So then why was that given then? That was more of a pen than the first one. So, now actually, the second half has not been boring. The first half was boring. This second half has not been boring. Atleti should be up 3-1. Even though it should be 3-2. Because Griezmann should have scored. Lookman should have scored. And Arsenal should have just got a pen. This should have been 3-2 right now. This second half has been very entertaining. Yeah, I guess they're saying that. Yeah, I think they're saying that Eze flopped. Essentially. They're saying that Eze flopped. Atleti have been clear this second half. That's crazy. Yeah, and where's Sørloth? That's a great question. Like, where the fuck is Sørloth? Hold on, try. Yeah. I think the second half has been good. I don't have any issues with this second half like the second half, yes, we only had that one goal, but I mean, from Atleti at least, I think Atleti have been very good this second half. I think Arsenal have been shit. Why would they be resting Sørloth for the second leg? Sørloth doesn't start. So why not bring him off the bench? Simeone should be sacked this season. I mean, if they go trophyless, if Atleti had standards, they would sack him, bro. The guy is a specialist in failure, bro. Man lost Copa del Rey final. If he would have won that trophy, fair enough, brother. How you losing Copa del Rey final to Sociedad after all the money you spent and the good squad that you have? Nah, come on, stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. They added 7 minutes on. 7 minutes, bro. I mean, the penalty. Okay, no. 7 minutes is fair because Julián Álvarez, remember the penalty that he scored? They had to review that because the handball with Ben White. And then the penalty just now with Eze in the box, that took a few minutes as well. So, I mean, 7 minutes is actually pretty fair when you think about just the 2 penalty calls that were reviewed. I don't think Atleti can win the UCL, so I think they're going to go trophyless, bro. Lookman sold, though. Lookman should have bagged, bro. Lookman and Griezmann should have definitely bagged this second half. Atleti had great opportunities to score 3 times. Now, if anybody's saying that this second half was dead, I don't know, bro. Maybe you blind. This second half was very good. Just couldn't finish their chances. Atleti absolutely cooked them. Yeah, I'm glad that Arsenal could stink out the draw, though. Yeah, bro. Lookman, Hall of Shame performance. Yeah. Disgraceful performance from Lookman, bro. I can't believe, like, his lack of composure in front of goal. Yeah, I mean, it's just the quality in the final third that I would say, yeah, like, that was poor. But what we saw from Atleti was very good. Not what we saw from Arsenal. I don't understand why Sørloth was not used. Maybe there's an injury or something that just wasn't reported. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I feel like with the way that Atletico Madrid played this second half, if they would have had Sørloth, I think Atleti would like they would have scored. Lookman again. Heavy touch. Heavy touch. He cooked Mascara there. What does Jesus even do? Oh! Oh my gosh. I thought Molina just scored that. Did Raya get to that? I don't think so. No way Raya got to that. Nah, he didn't get to that goal kick. Wow, my prediction's about to come true, bro. I said 1-1. That would have been a crazy goal if Molina would have got that onside. Molina or Valverde. Bro, the goal that Molina scored against Real Madrid before the international break. What a strike, bro. What a strike he scored against us, man. Ryan might have gotten injured if he got to I mean, that's a lot of power on that, bro. This game is whack. Nah, you were not watching this second half, bro. You're trying to compare it to PSG Bayern. It was never going to be like PSG Bayern. But this second half was very good. First half, though, was dead. I agree. Man said, what does Rice do? Yeah, very overrated midfielder, bro. I'm telling you, he's living off those 2 free kicks against Real Madrid last season. Like, that's put him into, like, a different level of getting glazed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's happened there. Yeah, because Declan Rice, they like, people talk about Declan Rice as if he's like this generational midfielder. Declan Rice is not a generational midfielder. I don't see generational midfielder qualities in Declan Rice. He's just a runner. He's good at set pieces. He can defend. He can carry the ball. But I don't see like anything special about Declan Rice. Like, there's nothing that makes me say, wow, this guy's a fucking baller. Like, no. Yes, he cooked us 2 free kicks. Fair play, bro. But come on. He does have great PR. Declan Rice does have phenomenal PR. I agree, bro. Generational PR. What does bro do? Yeah. The thing is, Atletico Madrid always have good atmospheres because they allow their ultras to come in. Their ultras set the tempo. Like, this is why Atleti are not going to beat the racismo allegations, because their ultras are right-wing Nazis, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys fucking got, like, fucking, like, Hitler tattoos, like, on their fucking chest and shit. Atleti don't care. Unlike Real Madrid, unlike Barca, who have banned the ultras for being racist, for being hooligans, for, you know, making the game atmosphere unsafe outside the ground, Atleti don't give a fuck. But that is full time. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? Yesterday, we were eating good. 5-star meals. I had steak, lobster, some shrimp. I had a nice little side of French fries. I also had some pasta, right? A little bit of linguine, some garlic bread. I was having lobster tails. I was full because of the meal that was provided. But then the very next day, they took me to McDonald's, okay? I had to get a 6-piece with a small French fries and a bottle of water. The meal didn't hit the same. That's how I can describe what we saw versus PSG versus Bayern, and then Atleti versus Arsenal in the match that we just watched. Now, I thought the first half was dead. Let's be very honest. It lived up to the haram that we all expected. When you got two cowards in Simeone and Arteta, you can't expect a lot, especially early on. I did think that throughout this match, Atletico Madrid were the better side, and that was to be expected because they're at home, the fans were going to be behind them, and they had to get something from this game before you go to the Emirates. But the first half, terrible, bro. It felt like I was in school doing math work, right? Like, this is how I felt when I had to go and study, okay? This felt like watching paint dry. There was only 3 moments in 45 minutes that we can really talk about. I think Julián Álvarez had an amazing shot. Raya makes a phenomenal save. Nani Madueke makes a good run. His shot is just wide. And then we have the penalty decision. Hanko, they're saying that he fouled man like Brock Lesnar in the box. Arsenal get the pen, and Gyökeres puts it away. But I think that is a bit harsh because Gyökeres initiates the contact. Atleti, they have to be kicking themselves right now because in that second half, they were frying Arsenal like some Thai rice. They were all over them. Lookman, he's about to find out what club he plays for and the kind of fans that they have. If you are Lookman, turn off those Instagram comments and turn off those Instagram DMs because you're about to find out what kind of fan base Atletico Madrid have. You had an all-time stinker. The lack of composure in front of goal was insane. I think in that second half, right? Yes, Julián Álvarez bagged the pen. Ben White got the handball call. I thought that was fair. Good pen, right? And Gyökeres had a good penalty as well. But then, Griezmann should have scored. And Lookman should have scored. It was all Atletico Madrid in the second 45 minutes. Arsenal were out there getting baptized. They were getting cooked. Arteta is an absolute disgrace. You've already beaten Atletico Madrid this season 4-0. Why are you such a coward? Since the knockout stages have begun, Arsenal, even though they finished top of the UCL table, they were absolutely dirt today. And they've been absolutely dirt since the knockouts have begun. I think Hanko is very lucky that the second penalty for Arsenal was overturned. Because I genuinely believe that Arsenal should have gotten the pen there. He missed the ball. He made contact with Eze. It's in the box. That, to me, is a pen. Hanko needs to be thanking God. Because, I'll tell you something right now. If he would have been responsible for 2 penalties, not only would he have got cooked today, but the Atletico Madrid Ultras, I swear, they would have broken into his house and they would have kidnapped this brother in the middle of the night. He would have been reported as missing tomorrow. He had a horrible game because he should have cost them, if we're being honest. But I think Atletico Madrid, they're a bit unlucky. The way that they were attacking in that second half, the way that they were creating chances, I think Arsenal, they're very fortunate to be leaving here with a draw. I did predict 1-1, so I'm not necessarily surprised by the result. And I did predict at halftime that the intensity from Atletico Madrid was going to go up in the second, because I thought they were pretty lackluster in the first. I don't understand why Simeone did not bring on Sørloth. I think if they would have brought on that ogre, he would have changed this match. I think Sørloth would have bagged. I don't think Arsenal were that good defensively, because the amount of quality chances that Atletico Madrid had, they should have been up more. I think when you look at Arsenal, the only player in the attack that you can really say did anything was like Madueke, bro. And he didn't do much. Like, that's not really a compliment, because I can only think of that one run that he made and then the shot that went wide. He also had another time earlier in the match where he has a good burst of pace, crosses the ball into the box, but Hincapi can't control it. Besides that, what other outfield player for Arsenal did anything? I know Gyökeres bagged, but he wasn't good in my opinion. I think Arteta did make the right subs. Taking off Odegaard, bringing on Eze, I like that. Taking off Martinelli, Gyökeres, Madueke, and then you bring on Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. I thought those were good subs, but it didn't really make a difference because Arsenal still looked like shit even when the new players were coming on. By the way, Arsenal's attack is trash. How are you starting a Champions League semifinal with Madueke and Martinelli on the wings? This guy Martinelli is not Brazilian. This guy is Peruvian, or maybe he's from Costa Rica. There is no way that this brother is from the favelas, because he don't play like a guy that's hungry. It was nothing but cardio. I thought the midfield, what does Declan Rice do? The PR is satanic from this brother. He is on Barca level PR. 2 free kicks against Real Madrid, and people talk about him like he's world class. He did nothing today. Martin Odegaard, I've never seen a captain get hooked off in as many games as he has. Zubamendi, would you guys say he's been a flop for Arsenal? Maybe that's a bit too harsh, but I don't think he's been good like that. He's just been okay. Very mediocre in my opinion since going there. I thought the back line was all over the place. Ben White giving up the handball. This guy is trash. The left back, Hincapi, I wasn't impressed by him either. Saliba and Gabriel were mid. I thought David Raya, you could say, was Arsenal's best player. David Raya is the only Arsenal player that can leave this match and say that they did anything. As far as Atleti are concerned, I thought Oblak didn't really have a lot to do, right? I think their back line, like Ruggeri, solid. Pubil, Llorente were okay. Hanko and Lookman, they were going band for worst player out there. Those two, I know Lookman's going to get it more because, you know what I'm saying, the skin complexion. But Hanko was shit. And again, Arsenal should have gotten a second pen. I think the midfield, Cardoso was okay. Koke, Simeone, Lookman, dirt. Julián Álvarez, solid. I thought Griezmann was okay as well. no real standouts in this game. So if I had to pick a man of the match, I think I would go with David Raya. Yeah, bro, mid. Let's be honest. It's a bunch of mid performances. I think as a unit, Atletico Madrid in the second half, they played very well. But in the final third, it was poor. And just because you played well in the second half, it doesn't mean that we forget about the first. The first half was shit. Literally. It lived up to the haram along that everybody was expecting. It was an awful first half of football, bro. If it wasn't for the penalty, there would be nothing to talk about. So, look. 1-1. I still think it's 50-50. Arsenal are going to be the more happier side because they should have lost today. They should have held 2 more goals, but they didn't. And now they have the advantage going back to the Emirates where they've already beaten Atletico Madrid this season 4-0. So I think Arsenal will see it through. I hope that Arsenal can win the entire thing. But when you look at the other side of the bracket with Bayern and PSG, I ain't gonna lie. It looks like it's shaping up to be exactly like what we saw with PSG versus Inter in last year's UCL final. But you would think that Arsenal's defense is good enough to hold the pressure. But I mean, fucking hell, Atleti were creating chances. Bro, if this is Bayern or PSG, brother, they scored 3 goals that second half with the chances that they had. So, I don't know. We'll see. Look, you guys get in the comment section. Let me know what you're saying for this match. 1-1. But Atletico Madrid, based off how it played out on the pitch, they deserved to win, in my opinion. Let me get a couple of your chats, then we're going to dip, because I got to fucking pee, bro. Now, I thought Llorente was solid, bro. It was solid. Like, if I had to give Llorente a rating, I would say like a 6.5, maybe a 7, bro. I don't think Llorente was all that, man. Like, running and pressing, I'm not going to give you a good rating because you fucking ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a footballer. You're supposed to run. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, bruv? What are we doing here, man? Yeah, bro, Lookman was very disappointing. Very disappointing. But yo, guys, I have to run, bro. I've been holding in this fucking pee since like the halftime break. I drank way too much water before this stream started. So, look, this is going to redirect you guys over to my guy Barca Reacts. Let him know Carnage Raid in his chat. And Galacticos podcast tomorrow. I got to jump in a bit, people. Holla Madrid. I'm glad that Arsenal got the 1-1. They scumbagged it, but at the same time, was not good. We'll see what happens with the second haram along next week. In a bit, people. Peace. Let Barca Reacts know. Carnage Raid.